Good morning, all of you. Yesterday I have completed your balance of payment. Okay, so balance of payment chapter I have completed yesterday. All right, in that I have completed the last topic of the balance of payment. Is it clear now? Today I am going to complete the bank. In bank chapter, one topic which I was continued. Then there was a holiday, so then I have started balance of payment. So the topic was credit control policy of central bank, and this year it is very important. This year the credit control policy of central bank is very important. So in that video I have explained you that central bank control credit by adopting two methods, that is quantitative method and qualitative method, and qualitative method is also called selective method. Okay, now under quantitative method, I gave the meaning of quantity, that when central bank tries to control the total volume of credit in the market or total quantity of money supply in the market, then it is called quantitative credit control policy adopted by central bank. That meaning I have given to you people. Then I gave you the name, the three equipments, the three instruments of quantitative credit control. The first equipment which I gave you was the bank rate. The second I gave you was the open market operation. The third I gave you was the cash reserve ratio. Is it clear? So write down the heading. We'll start with the bank rate. Okay, so write down the first heading. Under the quantitative, you people have already written the quantitative credit control meaning and all the three names. Now write down the first heading, that is bank rate. Okay, now let me first explain you the bank rate, and then let me explain you that how bank rate can be used by the central bank as a quantitative method to control the credit done by the commercial bank. Okay, so bank rate, as you know that individuals take loan from the commercial bank, and commercial bank give loan to the individuals and charges rate of interest. Is it clear? Similarly, commercial bank, when they have a financial crisis, take loan from central bank, and bank rate is the rate at which central bank advances loan to the commercial bank. The rate at which central bank gives loan to the commercial bank, okay, is called what rate? Bank rate. It's a very simple meaning of bank rate. जैसे कि कमर्शियल बैंक जब लोगों को लोन देती है तो रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट चार्ज करती है, वैसे ही जब सेंट्रल बैंक कमर्शियल बैंक को लोन देती है तो वो बैंक रेट चार्ज करते हैं. Is it clear? So bank rate is the rate at which commercial bank take loan from the central bank, or bank rate is the rate at which central bank gives loan to the commercial bank. Is it clear to all of you? Fine. Then how bank rate can be used by the central bank to control the credit? Now, I explained you that commercial bank give more loans, they will give more credit, they will able to control. Is it clear? Now, what the central bank will do to control the credit, it will raise the bank rate, it will increase the bank rate. ठीक है, अब सपोज सेंट्रल बैंक ने बैंक रेट इंक्रीज कर दी, सपोज पहले 10% था, अब 15% कर दिया, तो बैंक रेट बढ़ गई. अब कमर्शियल बैंक की कैपेबिलिटी टू टेक अ लोन, अब कमर्शियल बैंक जो लोन सेंट्रल बैंक से लेती थी अब वो एक्सपेंसिव हो गई, क्योंकि पहले उन लोग जो लोन लेते थे उसमें उन लोग को सिर्फ 10% बैंक रेट देना पड़ता था, अब उन लोग को देना पड़ेगा 15% बैंक रेट. तो क्या होगा कि कमर्शियल बैंक विल एबल टू टेक लेस लोन. So less money will be available with the commercial bank, and commercial bank will give less loan to the people, and when they will give less loan to the people means they will be able to create less credit. So credit is controlled by using bank rate. Suppose central bank को bank rate ज़्यादा credit creation, ज़्यादा money चाहिए market में, तो सेंट्रल बैंक क्या करेगी? वो बैंक रेट को कम कर देगी. जैसे ही बैंक रेट सेंट्रल बैंक कम करेगी, कमर्शियल बैंक उस अपॉर्चुनिटी का फायदा उठाएंगे और उन लोग ज्यादा लोन लेंगे सेंट्रल बैंक से और ज्यादा लोन लोगों को देंगे, तो इससे क्या होगा? ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्रेडिट क्रिएशन होगा. इज इट क्लियर? सो बैंक रेट इज वन ऑफ द क्वांटिटेटिव credit control policy adopted by central bank. Is it clear? So first write down bank rate and first write down the meaning of bank rate. Okay, right? The rate, the minimum rate at which central bank gives loans and advances, the minimum rate at which central bank gives loans and advances to the commercial bank is called bank rate. Full stop. Is called bank rate. Full stop. Now change the paragraph. Central bank uses bank rate to control credit. Central bank uses bank rate to control credit. Full stop. Then write, when central bank wants to control the credit, then it will raise the bank rate. Then it will raise the bank rate. When central bank have to control the credit, then it will raise the bank rate. Full stop. Then write, high bank rate induce the commercial banks to take less loan, and thereby they will able to create less credit. Is it clear? Full stop. Now under bank rate, so this is the meaning of the bank rate. Under bank rate, one more definition is very important. So write down repo rate. Under the bank rate only, we have written the meaning of bank rate, and we have written that how bank rate is used to control the credit. Now under bank rate, one more rate is there which is charged by the central bank, which is called repo rate. So write down under the bank rate, one more heading you give, repo rate or repurchase rate. Repo rate or repurchase rate. Now write down the meaning of repo rate. The rate of interest at which RBI give loan to the commercial bank, the rate of interest at which RBI gives loan to the commercial bank for short periods against government bonds. Government bonds. Against government bond. अब इसको समझो, ये स्पेसिफिकली इंडिया में यूज होता है रेपो रेट. बैंक रेट एक नॉर्मल फिनोमेना है, ठीक है. अब जो इंडिया में यूज होता है रेट, उसको कहते हैं रेपो रेट, और या तो उसको ये भी कहते हैं रीपर्चेज रेट. Of what is repo rate? The rate of interest at which RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, give loans to the commercial bank against the government bonds. मतलब अब गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स, मतलब जिस कमर्शियल बैंक के पास ज्यादा से ज्यादा गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स अवेलेबल होंगी, वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोन सेंट्रल बैंक से ले पाएंगे. किस रेट पे? रेपो रेट. सो रेपो रेट इज द रेट एट विच of interest at which commercial bank gives loan to, central bank gives loan to the commercial bank against the government bonds. Now, you know that government frequently issues new attractive bonds, shares in the market, और certain percentage उस bonds का commercial bank को खरीदना होता है, ठीक है. अब गवर्नमेंट क्यों शेयर्स और बॉन्ड्स इशू करती है मार्केट में? जब भी गवर्नमेंट को फाइनेंशियल शॉर्टेज होती है, तो एक तरीका और होता है जिससे गवर्नमेंट को ज्यादा से ज्यादा पैसा मिल पाए, वो होता है बाय इशूइंग गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स. Okay, when central bank issues government bonds, then commercial bank purchase those government bonds. Okay, and these government bonds commercial bank can use in India to get loan from the central bank. And the rate at which central bank gives loan to the commercial bank against the government bond is called repo rate. That you need to understand. Full stop. Okay, so then you can write repo rate. Repo rate is also used by RBI to control credit. Full stop. Then write RBI can increase the repo rate to control the credit. Can increase the repo rate to control the credit. Full stop. अंडर बैंक रेट अब हमने रेपो रेट पढ़ा. अब तुमको एक और टर्म होता है, वो होता है रिवर्स रेपो रेट. सो नेक्स्ट हेडिंग अंडर बैंक रेट, राइट डाउन रिवर्स रेपो रेट. Write down reverse repo rate. In 2 marks, you may get difference between repo rate or reverse repo rate. They will ask you that write the difference between repo rate and reverse repo rate. So repo rate, you know what is repo rate? The rate of interest at which RBI. यहाँ पे तुमको RBI का यूज करना पड़ेगा नाम. बैंक रेट की मीनिंग जब लिखोगे तो लिखोगे the rate at which central bank gives loan to the commercial bank. But if you are writing the meaning of repo rate, then you have to mention the name of RBI, because repo rate is applicable only in India, because different countries have different monetary policies and they have different terms. Like in India, we use the term called repo rate. Now, and reverse repo rate is also used in India. So what is reverse repo rate? Write down. अब इस जस्ट उल्टा होगा, क्योंकि ये रेपो रेट नहीं है, ये रिवर्स रेपो रेट है. रेपो रेट में तुमने क्या पढ़ा? द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एट विच सेंट्रल आरबीआई गिव्स लोन टू द कमर्शियल बैंक. यहाँ पे उल्टा हो जाएगा. द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट एट विच कमर्शियल बैंक्स ऑफ इंडिया गिव लोन टू आरबीआई फॉर शॉर्ट पीरियड इज कॉल्ड व्हाट? रिवर्स. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड रिवर्स. रेपो रेट में आरबीआई गिव्स लोन टू द कमर्शियल बैंक अगेंस्ट गवर्नमेंट बॉन्ड्स फॉर शॉर्ट पीरियड. बट रिवर्स रेपो रेट में क्या होता है? कमर्शियल बैंक, जितने भी इंडिया के कमर्शियल बैंक है, पंजाब नेशनल बैंक, स्टेट बैंक, कैनरा बैंक, दे ऑल गिव लोन टू द आरबीआई, एंड द रेट एट विच दे गिव लोन टू द आरबीआई, दैट रेट इज कॉल्ड रिवर्स रेपो रेट. सो राइट डाउन द मीनिंग ऑफ रिवर्स रेट. नेक्स्ट हेडिंग, राइट डाउन अंडर बैंक रेट. नो नीड टू मेंशन एनी नेम और पॉइंट, नथिंग. यू सिंपली राइट repo rate, then next write reverse. Just highlight the term. Write down the reverse repo rate. Right? The rate of interest at which RBI borrows from commercial bank. The rate of interest at which RBI borrows from commercial bank for short period is called reverse repo rate. Is called reverse repo rate. Full stop. Then write, if RBI wants to control the credit, then it will decrease. It will take more loan from the commercial bank. If the RBI has to control the credit, then it will take more loans from the commercial bank to control the credit. Full stop. So we have completed the bank rate, children. Okay. Now we'll start with the second one, that is called open market operation. Open market operation. Okay. Right on the next heading. Open market operation. The second instrument of quantitative credit control, which is called open market operation. This year, this is very important, children. Very important. Credit control policy of commercial bank is very important this year. One will definitely be asked. Either it will be quantitative or qualitative. Okay. So you need to take this topic very seriously. Next, what I have told you, open market operation. Now under this you understand. अब इसमें क्या होगा कि सेंट्रल बैंक क्या करेगी? ओपन मार्केट में एंटर करेगी. कैसे एंटर करेगी? सेंट्रल बैंक will enter into the open market. How it will enter? It will issue attractive bonds and securities in the market. Okay. So when it will issue new bonds and securities in the market, then what will happen? People will get attracted towards those bonds and securities. जो पैसा उन लोग पहले लोन लेने में यूज करते थे, अब उसको उन लोग लोन नहीं लेंगे. क्या करेंगे? उन लोग वो बॉन्ड्स और सिक्योरिटीज खरीदेंगे. किससे? गवर्नमेंट से. तो इससे क्या होगी? कमर्शियल बैंक की लैंडिंग कैपेसिटी क्या हो जाएगी? कम हो जाएगी. और आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, जितना लोन कमर्शियल बैंक देता है उतना क्रेडिट क्रिएशन कमर्शियल बैंक करता है. पर जब सेंट्रल बैंक ओपन मार्केट में एंटर करेगी और बहुत सारे अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स एंड शेयर्स इशू करेगी मार्केट में, सो पीपल इन प्लेस ऑफ टेकिंग लोन फ्रॉम द फ्रॉम द बैंक्स, ऑलराइट, व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल बाय दोज बॉन्ड्स एंड सिक्योरिटीज. इज इट क्लियर? सो in this way, what will happen? That it will also help to control the credit. Okay, so first write down the meaning of open market operation. All of you write down the meaning of open market operation, right? The sale and purchase of government bonds and securities by central bank. The sale and purchase of government bonds and securities by the sale and purchase of government bonds and securities by central bank in the money and capital market is called open market operation. Is called open market operation. Full stop. Okay. So see, credit creation policy में हमने पढ़ा कि people deposit their money in the bank, in the commercial bank. Commercial bank open an account in the name of the depositor, and that account is called primary deposit. ठीक है? And if you remember the credit creation policy which I have explained you, we have taken an example of 1,000. That commercial bank, State Bank of India, receives a primary deposit of 1,000, and 10% was the cash reserve ratio. Okay, now keeping 20% was the cash reserve. Keeping the 20%, that is 200, 800 was used by the State Bank of India to give the loan. अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Suppose person A has deposited 1,000 rupees in the commercial bank. Okay, so commercial bank got 1,000 rupees. Out of 1,000 rupees, by keeping the cash reserve ratio of 200, commercial bank has used the remaining amount to give the loan. अब अंडर द ओपन मार्केट ऑपरेशन क्या हो रहा है कि सेंट्रल बैंक ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट बहुत सारे अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स एंड सिक्योरिटीज मार्केट में इशू कर रही है. अब पीपल क्या करेंगे, लोग क्या करेंगे, जो पैसा उन लोग पहले बैंक में जमा करते थे वो पैसा अब उन लोग बैंक में जमा नहीं करेंगे. अब उन लोग उस पैसे को कहाँ इस्तेमाल करेंगे? Where they will use that money? They will use that money to buy those attractive bonds and securities, because क्योंकि अगर वो फिक्स डिपॉजिट करते हैं तो मैक्सिमम 7.2% रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट मिलता है. अब सपोज गवर्नमेंट ने बॉन्ड इशू कर दी कि आई विल गिव यू 12% रिटर्न, तो अब लोगों को क्या लगेगा कि इट्स लाइक लॉस टू कीप द मनी इन द बैंक. So in place of depositing their money in the bank, what they will do, they will prefer to purchase the government bonds and securities. इससे क्या होगा, कमर्शियल बैंक की जो प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट है वो कम हो जाएगी. अब हमने आपको पढ़ाया है कि सेकेंडरी डिपॉजिट डिराइव होती है प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट से, और सेकेंडरी डिपॉजिट होता है जहां लोन दी जाती है, और जहां लोन दी जाती है वहीं क्रेडिट क्रिएशन होता है. तो मैंने कहा कि 1,000 रुपये प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट मिल रहा है. अब लोग क्या करेंगे कि उनको अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स मिल गया है तो वो उस बॉन्ड्स को खरीदेंगे. अब उन लोग 1,000 की जगह सपोज 500 रुपये जमा करेंगे, तो 500 रुपये जमा करेंगे. अब 500 रुपये का 20% वो रख देगा, रिमेनिंग अमाउंट यूज करेगा, 200 या 300 रुपये लोन देगा. पहले वो 800 रुपये लोन देता था, तो जब ज़्यादा लोन देता था तो ज़्यादा क्रेडिट क्रिएशन हो रही थी, कम लोन देगा तो कम क्रेडिट क्रिएशन होगी. सो जो ओपन मार्केट ऑपरेशन है वो किस पार्ट ऑफ कमर्शियल बैंक को अफेक्ट करेगी? वो कमर्शियल बैंक की प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट को अफेक्ट करेगी. जो मनी कलेक्ट हो रहा है कमर्शियल बैंक को वो कम हो जाएगी, क्योंकि जो मनी लोग पहले कमर्शियल बैंक में डिपॉजिट करने के लिए यूज करते थे, अब दे विल यूज द सेम मनी टू बाय दोज अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स एंड सिक्योरिटीज. नाउ द प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट विद द कमर्शियल बैंक इज लेस. Then they will keep the cash reserve ratio, and very less amount will be left with them to give the loan. So less loan, less credit creation. Is it clear? So what is open market operation meaning you people have written? Just now I told you the meaning of the open market operation, that the sale and purchase of government bonds and securities by the central bank in the money and capital market is called open market operation. Full stop. Then now this is the meaning of open. Now main answer is this. Change the paragraph. To control the credit created by commercial bank, change the paragraph. To control the credit created by commercial bank, central bank will issue attractive bonds and securities in the money and capital market. Full stop. Then write, people will get attracted towards those bonds and securities and use their money for purchasing them, and they will deposit very less amount of money in the bank. Full stop. So this will reduce the total primary deposit of commercial bank, and hence they will able to give less loan to the people, which leads to control of credit. Full stop. Is it clear to all of you? तो यहाँ गवर्नमेंट क्या करेगी, सेंट्रल बैंक क्या करेगी, अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स एंड सिक्योरिटीज इशू करेगी. अब उस अट्रैक्टिव बॉन्ड्स एंड सिक्योरिटीज से लोग अट्रैक्ट होंगे, उन लोग उसको खरीदेंगे, तो उन लोग कमर्शियल बैंक में बहुत कम अमाउंट डिपॉजिट करेंगे. जब कमर्शियल बैंक के पास डिपॉजिट ही कम आएगी तो उन लोग लोन कम देंगे, और ऑटोमेटिकली क्या हो जाएगा, कंट्रोल हो जाएगी. क्या कंट्रोल होगी, क्रेडिट. इज इट क्लियर? नाउ राइट डाउन द थर्ड वन, दैट इज कैश रिजर्व रेशियो. Write down the third one, cash reserve. ये मैंने already पढ़ाया हुआ है. What is cash reserve in credit creation? We have done. Primary deposit 1000, 20% cash reserve ratio 200 रुपए. तो cash reserve ratio क्या होती है? The amount of money which a commercial bank need to keep reserve. And who is the custodian of that reserve money which the commercial bank keeps? Is the central bank. So first write down the meaning of cash. Third point, write down cash reserve ratio. And write down meaning of cash reserve ratio. Right. The minimum percentage of the total deposit which the commercial banks are required to maintain. The minimum percentage of the total deposit which the commercial banks are required to maintain in the form of cash reserves with the central bank is called cash reserve ratio. Repeating again, the minimum percentage of the total deposit which the commercial banks are required to maintain in the form of cash reserves with the central bank is called cash reserve ratio. Full stop. Then change the paragraph, then write. Commercial banks are required by law to keep a certain percentage. Commercial banks are required by law to keep a certain percentage of their deposit with the central bank in the form of cash reserves. This is also called statutory minimum reserve. कैश रिजर्व रेशियो को एक और टर्म से बुलाया जाता है जिसके कहते हैं स्टैट्यूटरी मिनिमम रिजर्व. मतलब द मिनिमम परसेंटेज ऑफ द कैश विच द कमर्शियल बैंक नीड टू मेंटेन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कैश with the commercial bank is called cash reserve ratio. उसके बाद तुमने क्या लिखा, commercial banks are required by law, it is legal, it is law, it's compulsion on the commercial bank by law to keep certain percentage of their deposit with the central bank in the form of cash reserve. इसको कहते हैं statutory minimum reserve. Is it clear? Okay. Then after that you write, change the paragraph, an increase in the cash reserve ratio, means that commercial banks are required to keep more cash with the central bank. An increase in the cash reserve ratio means that commercial banks are required to keep more cash with the central bank. Full stop. Then write, consequently, the size of excess reserve with the commercial bank will fall and their capacity to create credit will be controlled. Full stop. Is it clear? So I think you people have understood. अब जैसे कैश रिजर्व रेशियो सेंट्रल बैंक बढ़ा देगी तो क्या होगा, एक्सेस रिजर्व जो होगा कमर्शियल बैंक के पास वो कम हो जाएगा, तो डेफिनेटली वो लोन कम देगी और उनकी क्रेडिट कंट्रोल कैपेसिटी क्या हो जाएगी, ऑटोमेटिकली कंट्रोल हो जाएगी. Is it clear? Okay. Under the cash reserve ratio, one more word is there that is frequently asked in 2 marks. Statutory liquidity ratio. Write on the heading under cash reserve ratio. Statutory liquidity ratio, which is called SLR. So write down. Meaning you write and I'll explain you. Proportion of the total deposit of a commercial bank. Proportion of the total deposit of a commercial bank, proportion of the total deposit of a commercial bank which it has to keep with itself in the form of cash reserves, which it has to keep with itself in the form of cash reserves, gold and government securities, is called statutory liquidity रेशियो. कैश रिजर्व रेशियो दूसरी चीज है, स्टैट्यूटरी लिक्विडिटी रेशियो दूसरी चीज है. अब कैश रिजर्व रेशियो को कमर्शियल बैंक को रखना होता है जिसका गार्जियन कौन होता है, रिजर्व बैंक, सेंट्रल बैंक. अब स्टैट्यूटरी लिक्विडिटी रेशियो होता है कि द प्रोपोर्शन ऑफ द टोटल डिपॉजिट ऑफ अ कमर्शियल बैंक विच द कमर्शियल बैंक हैज टू कीप अपने पास विद इटसेल्फ. किस फॉर्म में रखेगा, या तो तुम कैश फॉर्म में रखो, या तो गोल्ड फॉर्म में रखो, या गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी, किसी भी फॉर्म में आपको रिजर्व रखना पड़ेगा सर्टेन परसेंटेज, और वो आप यूज नहीं कर सकते फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ लैंडिंग. उसको आपको अपने पास रखना है. You can keep it either in the form of cash or in the form of gold or in the form of government securities, in whatever form, but you have to keep. That is called SLR, that is statutory liquidity ratio. Liquid मतलब liquid means you cannot use it for commercial purpose. You have to keep it with itself, and that percentage is decided by central bank. अब suppose central bank को कंट्रोल करनी है क्रेडिट, वो क्या करेगा, SLR को बढ़ा देगा. जब SLR को बढ़ाएगा तो उनको ज्यादा रखना पड़ेगा रिजर्व, तो कम लोन दे पाएंगे. कम लोन देंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली उनकी क्रेडिट कंट्रोल पॉलिसी, क्रेडिट क्रिएशन पॉलिसी क्या हो जाएगी, कंट्रोल हो जाएगी. सो अंडर दिस यू राइट, चेंज द पैराग्राफ, इफ द सेंट्रल बैंक हैज टू कंट्रोल द क्रेडिट देन इट विल रेज the rate of statutory liquidity ratio. Then it will raise the rate of statutory liquidity ratio, which will automatically control the credit created by commercial bank. Full stop. Is it clear? So today, children, I have completed the quantitative credit control. In tomorrow's video, I'll complete the qualitative credit control, and then I'm going to start with the public finance chapter, the last chapter of macro part. Then in macro I have completed everything. Only the public finance is left. Under public finance you have 2 chapters. Is it clear? So those 2 chapters I will complete, then I'll go switch to the last 3 chapters of the micro part, children. Is it clear? So what we have done today, quantitative. In that I have explained you bank rate. Under bank rate you have studied about meaning of bank rate and how it is used to control the credit. You have studied repo rate, you have studied reverse repo rate. Then you have studied open market operation. Then you have studied cash reserve ratio. Under cash reserve ratio, very important term you have studied, that is called statutory liquidity ratio. Is it clear? Now tomorrow I am going to do with the qualitative or selective credit control. So for today only this much. Thank you, children.